Mr. Boxing Guru podcast. It is me, Sal, Mr. Boxing Guru. Guys, this is a special episode. This is episode 49. If I'm not mistaken. It should be 49. I'm doing it from the comfort of my home. I'm doing it on my break or lunch, I guess you could say. Like you guys know, everybody is working from home. Shout out to everybody that's out there still working in the field. You know, you guys are the real heroes. I know it's tough out there. It's easier to stay home, and I think people are doing a great service by actually staying home. Stop going outside. Stop interacting with fucking people. I mean, you guys do it most of the time. All of a sudden, everybody wants to do it. But, anyways, again, welcome once again. I did want to do a quick. I put out a podcast. I believe it was Monday night, and what I asked is, you know, mainly for I wanted to do like a Q&A, any type of questions that people might have, and I just let it go rampant on my Instagram because that's the main thing. That's the main place that people touch bases with. So here we go. I'm just gonna pull up everybody's question, and if I could answer everybody's, then great. I'm trying to make this as short and sweet as possible. A couple of minutes, and there we go. Let's see. Adrian 161, the guy that sells all the tickets, always says, "Can I listen on Grindr?" I don't know what Grindr is, bro. But anyways, pugilistic fan for life asked, "Do you think Canelo versus Triple G would fill Estadio Azteca Oficial for their rubber match?" Would I think? Can it fill it? Absolutely. Will it fill it? No. You'll never really see a fight in Mexico. Not a fight of that magnitude. Just because of the simple fact that, yes, you can fill it up, but remember what pays for these tickets or what pays is a fight in Vegas. Again, even a fight in Saudi Arabia, a fight in the Dunes, a fight on Catch Me in Macau. I mean, things like that. Selling a ticket for the equivalent of $2 in Mexico is completely different from selling a ticket in Las Vegas for $5,000, and that's just retail. Let's not say with on top of that what the scouts make. So that's where the big difference is. Can it happen? Yes. Will it happen? I don't think so. Again, that's why you see guys like Chavo Jr. that maybe they could sell their asses off in Mexico, but they won't do something like that here. I mean, it doesn't make financial sense. It looks great. It looks great on paper, but it does not make any type of sense. Let's see, who else got something? Victor Senior 2 asks, do you do this boxing thing on a full-time basis? And no, of course no. There's no way you could afford to do boxing on a full-time basis unless, I mean, it's a handful of people that can do it. Even most announcers and whatnot don't do it on a full-time basis because, again, it just doesn't pay that type of bills. Guys, I'm just as fan as you guys. I talk a lot, but I mean, I tweet a lot. I guess Instagram a lot, but I mean, I joke a lot. But that's all. I mean, for me to be doing it on a full-time basis. I mean, living in Southern California, I mean, of course, it'll be a dream come true. But the fact of the matter is that you just can't do it. Not the way prices and shit is out here. Fabian Gonzalez, and again, thank you so much. That question was from, like I said, Victor Senior 2. Fabian Gonzalez asked, question for the pod. What do you think about potentially having fights televised but no live audience? Pretty much como lo está haciendo el WWE. It's not a bad idea. I think PBC is an expert at that. I mean, look at a Islandi Lara fight. I think you'll see exactly that. There's no one there. But to be honest, it'll take... I think that should be an option. I think it should always be as a matter of fact, I think it should even be an option to remove the announce team. Again, just as an added feature, I would love for DAZN to do something like that, where you're not influenced by what the announcer says. Because a lot of time, I mean, whether we believe it or not, we are influenced from what the Kellermans and Sergio Moras of the world are saying. So I would love to hear a fight without sound, but with the fight sound. What I mean, I want to hear their feet, I want to hear their punches, I want to hear the grunts. That's what I want to hear. Again, I don't need an audience. I think it'll really help us. It'll free up our brain to be able to score these fights as accurate as possible. Again, but would I love it? I think I would. I think for the purist, again, I like the desmadre, I like the noise and whatnot, but I understand where it would be it would be fun for a lot of boxing fans, and especially the purists. Like to see an exhibition of hit and not get hit. I think it would really amplify those feelings and that viewing pleasure. But again, I like the desmadre, I like the noise, I like how that happens. Gallón Mate One says, ¿Cuánto por el chiquito? Ay, ay, ay. Hey, it's Marcos SV says, give out toilet paper and sanitizer. Your downloads will go up. And shout out to Marco. I think he runs Fight Hub TV. Good guy. Look, man, I don't do this for like the masses. I do this for the hardcore boxing fans. There's a certain culture of boxing fans that follow me that I believe are not the most hardcore boxing fans, because again, it actually gets a little petty sometimes, but they are very passionate about their certain beliefs. I think boxing fans, especially the boxing fans that follow me, they could do without a lot of fights, but they just want to see good fucking action fights. I think for the most part, most of the guys that follow me or I follow, not necessarily are fans of the swag fighters, but fighters that are just there to fight. The Salidos, the Brandon Rios, the Chavez Seniors, the guys that just want to go in there and fight. So, let's see, who else has a question? Oh, Beto Visión actually has a pretty good question. And the question is, and I'm kind of going through these pretty fast, so this might be a little shorter than it should. Beto's question actually says, why do you hate on Pocho DJs? That's a very good question. And it's kind of weird coming from me because I am Mexican-American. If you guys don't know, Pocho really is a Mexican-American. But more than anything, it's more amplified by calling a Pocho a guy that where I use it almost as an insulting term for my fellow Mexican-Americans. It's a Pocho is a guy that came from the first generation of Americans, I guess you could say. His parents were from Mexico, and all of a sudden they're born here and they don't speak a lick of Spanish. Those are the Pochos. Those are the guys. Those are the what a lot of folks call the Bryans. Their parents couldn't, write down their name correctly, but misspelled Brian. Call themselves Brian, or the Edwins. For the Salvadorians, or the just the guys that wanted to pick up on that American culture. And again, that's nothing wrong with it. That's you. But my problem with a lot of the Pochos, I guess you could say, is that within the last, I would say, 5 years, it started being cool to be Mexican again. Before, they would pretty much change their name to Kyle and Brandon and Jeff, and if their name was Salvador, they call them Sal, or Al, or Alberto became Al, or Beto, you could even say. So that's my problem, because all of a sudden those guys and girls that one hated, being Hispanic, being Mexican, all of a sudden it's cool because, oh my God, I could buy this cool thing and it has Frida on it. Or, oh my God, I could buy huaraches now. Or, oh my God, I love Tragos Amargo Licor and I like all these Mexican songs. And that's why I hate Pocho DJs, because it was never in your culture, bro. You're a fan of the Doors. You're a fan of Hootie and the Blowfish, and all of a sudden you like the only song that you get, again, quote unquote, hyped about, it's Tragos Amargo Licor and La Fucking Chona. I'm sick and tired of those songs. There's more to Mexican music than for fighters to come out to La Chona, or to play La Chona, or as soon as the fight's over, to play the most retarded song, again, in my opinion, the Volver, 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 by Vicente Fernandez. There's so much other stuff that's out there to for our enjoyment that you guys are almost reverse culture clashing. You guys didn't like the music before, and all of a sudden, again, these Pocho DJs clamor on it. I've seen fighters, as a matter of fact, Pocho fighters, that are asking people, what song should I come out with because I want to get the Mexicans pumped. So that means it's not even this is their career. They're coming out to music that they don't know shit about, that their parents didn't even teach them shit about. But all of a sudden, because it's cool, because they're trying to culture clash, because they're trying to buy that embedded boxing fans that come with the Mexican music, and they know how to try to sell themselves to them. Now it's an easy cop-out way of stealing a fan base. But the fact of the matter is that you guys don't like the music, don't use it. That's why I kind of like, I really like guys like Virgil Ortiz. Look, Virgil Ortiz looks like a guy that should be driving a drop Silverado on 28-inch rims, saying, "Hey, cuz, no quema, cuz, no quema, cuz." But the fact of the matter is, the kid, contrary to what he looks like, I mean, he's a guy that likes his, alternative rock music or whatever you want to call it, and that's it. He likes that. That's him. And good for him. I hope he stays true to his culture, and not his culture, but his what he likes, and continues that. Don't try to culture clash, and that's one of my biggest problems, again, with Pochos. So yeah, that's it. Let's see what else I had. Let me see, where is the questions? Because there's a lot of people that ask me a bunch of questions, and you know what? That's why I don't like asking this on the stories, because you get a lot of, "Hey bro, follow me." No, I'm not gonna follow you. There's so many spam accounts. Some guy says coronavirus shutdowns. Oh, I guess you want me to talk about. I mean, look, it sucks as far as the coronavirus shutdowns. I mean, what it really sucks is for those people that don't have an option. Because a lot of people actually have an option to work. They have an option to go and shit, Uber Eats, or they work at a restaurant, and they have that's in my opinion. I know, and it's easier said than done, but these people are blessed. But there's folks out there that their companies completely shut down. There's bartenders out there that the restaurant completely shut down. That they don't have a choice but to be on unemployment. All of a sudden, I mean, again, you go from making, whatever you make a week, $1,000 or whatnot, to getting $300 on unemployment. That's a huge, huge hit, and that's pretty brutal, at least in my opinion. Those are the folks that deserve your support. Support them. It sucks. It's probably going to hit our economy just bad. So try to look out for those people. Those people, the paletero, the guy that works at the restaurant. Try to look out for him, man. If you guys know someone that's in that position, it's not a bad idea to send them, a couple of bucks, $10, $5, PayPal them, send them something. Those folks are the ones that are hurting. And again, big shout out to all our heroes that are out there. Everybody in the medical field, everybody in the food industry. Because let's be honest, a lot of us have actually gone and just ordered out. Instead of just staying locked in. A lot of us have the folks in the supermarkets that are out there just grinding day in, day out. Making sure everybody has food. Those are the heroes that are out there right now. And again, That question came from Archaeologist. Big shout out to my dude. Some other guys say, where's Mofles? Mofles is a guy from high school, so guys still from high school hitting me up. Manny_G_AZ_living says, what's next for Manny Pacquiao career? Look, as far as what's next, I have no idea. Maybe hit up Sean Gibbons about that. But the fact of the matter, the only thing I can tell you is that the fight I want to see is him versus Mike Garcia. I think that is the fight to make. I think that is the fight to do. I think that it's stylistically, I think that is the fight that should happen. Alonso GAR says, we know the outcome of the fight. GGG slower and older. Why not face Benavides or Zurdo? And I'm guessing he's talking about Canelo facing Golovkin. Do you really want to see Zurdo fight? I mean, Zurdo is a very bleh fighter. Benavides, on the other hand, I would love to see Canelo versus Benavides. I think Canelo would win, but I think Benavides would definitely go down trying. So I would really love that fight. Again, and Alonso asks again, what do you think about the trilogy? Again, he's talking about GGG Canelo. I love it. It was the first two fights were fun. I think Golovkin got gypped on the first fight. Second fight, I think Canelo won. But they've all been very close, regardless of what way you had it. So why not? I mean, when was the last time Canelo was in another close fight? Entertaining. That is awesome. And of course, we got a troll talking about PBC, and I'm just going to ignore that. If worse, this is coming from Siggy Vargas. If worse comes to worse, would you smoke Winston or rotisserie style? I think rotisserie. We just got to get it out the way and get it done as quickly as possible. Patragarno, that way we can eat them quick. Este_way asks, are you going to be in any more of the WBC walks? I did do a little skit saying, qué bonito es caminar por la mañana. Like the guy, whatever his name is, WBC Boro. I'll do some, but not lately. Maybe in the living room, since the coronavirus. Juice_go asks, is Ryan Garcia a Golden Boy cash cow? No, he won't soon. You could say you could say cash cow, but when you're selling $20 tickets, we'll be fine. El Mágico asks, of course, Canelo Benavides, who wins? Again, I said it before, Canelo beats him, but it won't be easy. I'm going to save the rest of these questions for the next one. I wanted to leave this one nice and short. This one was for my break. So, guys, thank you guys so much for listening. I'll screenshot the rest of them and looking forward to it. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.
Dicen que lo fusilaron, otros que se fue muy lejos.